Today's video is going to be a little special because I'm going to be making Damascus for the first time. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's basically just you take two different types of steels. This one's 1084, this one's 15N20. You sandwich them together, weld it all up, then you twist it, cut it up, grind it, whatever, and then at the end, you etch it in some acid. You get a very nice and interesting pattern. Now, I've already cut up these pieces. These are about 5 inches long. Have them alternating. The thick one's 1084, thin one's 15N20. I'm going to take these, I'm going to weld up the corners, a little stick to hold on to it with the tongs. Going to forge weld it together. Now, I don't have a plan for a knife from the get-go because I don't know how much steel I'm going to be working with. So I hope you enjoy. Alright, so this is it after a little bit of profiling. I noticed I need to take it back to the forge and curve this tip in right here, which It's kind of annoying because I've already done my normalizing cycles. But what I'll have to do is, this is the problem I usually run into. I have to bend this and move this tip here without distorting this part because I already grinded it in pretty much to the final shape. So I think what I'll do is I'll heat it up really hot, put it in here on the horn, and then give it a nice couple soft whacks here. Hopefully that should bend it to shape. So as I've been grinding in the bevels, I noticed this little forging mark isn't going away. What this is, the extra steel I welded on for the tang, guess there was a little bit sticking out here past the bevel line. And as I was hammering it in, it kind of lodged itself inside of the steel at an angle, and it's not letting me grind it out or anything. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some extra steel, I'm going to forge it down real thin. I'm going to weld it on. I'm going to forge weld it onto the surfaces here. I'm going to quench it again, and hopefully that should give me clean bevels. Welded it up. Kind of had to Frankenstein a couple of pieces together. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw it in the forge. I'm going to forge weld it. I'm going to grind all these back to shape. I'm going to quench it again. I'm going to grind the bevels, and then hopefully it should all be clean and no D-lams, no nothing. Bevels are all grinded up. Looks like everything went well. I went and dipped it in the acid for just a couple seconds just to see how the pattern was going. And it looks pretty good. It doesn't look the best because there's not a whole lot of layers. This side didn't get a very good etch at all. Anyway, the blade's a little thin. I had to grind most of the material away. But now all that's left to do is grind the false edge in and hand sand, and the blade's finished. Here it is after all the parts are to shape. Now all that's left is polishing everything up. Got to polish the blade up to 800 grit. Got to get all the scratches from the grinder off the guard. And I'll leave the handle for after the glue up, because you see right here, I actually dug into the tang hole. How it's looking after the first etch. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to sand off all the oxides with some 2000 grit sandpaper. I'm going to etch it again. What I'm doing is I'm etching it in the ferric chloride for the depth. So then you could feel all the like ridges and bumps with your thumb. And then the actual etch for the color I'll be doing with coffee. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Second etch, I think this is good enough. You can't really see it well on the camera, but you can really see and feel the depth. Thank you guys so much for watching this far into the video and making it to the end. Hope you liked it. This project was pretty fun. Took a little bit, but you know, trial and error. You know, I'm satisfied with how this turned out. This side's a lot better than this one. But overall, I'd say this was a pretty good knife. Obviously, I won't be selling it. I'll be keeping it for myself. Thank you guys very much for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. And if you want to see some other stuff I made, or you want to see the knives I'll make in the future, make sure to stay tuned.